All right, so Game of Thrones season 8. Everyone's furious. I love that show. I love it. And yeah, I'm totally let down by this season. And no disrespect to the writers or the actors, but I think, it just wasn't as good. And that doesn't mean it was bad. That's the problem with greatness. When you're great, as soon as you're not great, we hate you. We don't just think, oh, all right, we were lucky when it was great. It was like Outkast. Like, I kind of really am turned off by all their music because I loved the first 3.5 albums. Like, maybe 4, I can't remember. But it was like they were so great that now I'm just like, eh. It's like, whereas Chingy, remember that guy Chingy who came out with that rap song, like, I love it when you do that right there. Like, he just did there, and that was like his career was built on that. Like, that song was just kind of like good. So when the next song wasn't good, we just didn't care, because if something's great, like, that's the price of people loving what you do, or even loving you. It's like the way people like murder their spouses a lot. It's because they love them. They don't murder the person that they went on 3 dates with to the Olive Garden. They murder their spouses because they love them. But that's the same thing with Game of Thrones. People hate it because they love it. Like if CSI New York went down to CSI Miami level, you don't really care because you didn't expect it to be that good. But when we love Game of Thrones, so we're just, so we're mad about it. And also, let's be honest, there were other moments before this season that weren't that good. I mean, I love that show, but when that dragon became a zombie, there was a part of me that was like, is this still a great show, or is this just like a cartoon at this point? Like, I don't know. If you're going to be great, just as soon as you're great at anything, just set your clock, because people are going to start hating you very, very soon. Best case scenario for me in my career, I achieved the level of greatness that allows me to be really hated. Really, really hated. Like, best case scenario for any kind of entertainer is people passionately hate you. That's the best case scenario, because that means there was a point when they passionately loved you. That I would honestly, I feel like at this point I would trade that for just sort of people casually not giving a shit.